Well, hello YouTube. Good morning. Here we are. We have ourselves a start to another day. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, of course, didn't vlog over the last couple of days. Just had a quiet, relaxing day. Being that, well, there's the big road trip coming up. Decided to take a couple of days just, well, for myself. Ended up having another family get-together with, well, good family and friends. Had a really nice fire here in the backyard. Burnt up the better part of the wood in the wood bin, so I guess, well, we can call that a bonus. Hopefully I have enough to do the fire pit videos, but hey, we will burn until, well, we've run out of wood and cross that when we get there. Well, doing a little bit of tidying up and come across a little notice in my pile of junk mail. You know, the junk mail that I've picked up over the last 2 to 3 weeks. And, well, it says from Canada Post that I have a parcel that would be held for, well, another couple of days. So of course the date on there, I'm going to assume that was 2 weeks ago, and the date on there is like tomorrow, so I've got to run down there and see if they still have that parcel. Unfortunately, they were closed for a couple days due to the weekend, so therefore I couldn't go get it yesterday or the day before, so it is what it is. I never got a package yet through the postal service, and even if I did, I was assuming they would have had a key that they would have put in there, then put it inside their other box that you go get, right? So I was looking for either a really big, large slip, similar to what you get, you know, at your house here, or a key to do their other box system they have. So I think I have an idea what it is. It's probably my package from China. I forget exactly what I ordered now, but I do remember 2 of the things, so hey, you never know, maybe it's a package for fan mail or so, right? But pretty much, guys, going to go out, get that package, come back home, pack everything I need to go, do a once-over on the car, and then, well, going to hit the road. So, you guessed her, we'll catch you all later. A little bit of a update. Well, of course, went out, did a couple of things. Checked on the post office box, those packages, or package. I guess it turned out there was 2 of them. They split the Chinese order up into 2 pieces, which it's not surprising, because it probably would save on their end postage, and sent her on out. Well, the post office dick was going to be a dick about the post office box, because apparently the package was in one name, obviously Maxwell's Life Entertainment, and well, the post office box is in my name. Well, when I bought the post office box, I was assured by the guy that filled the forms out that I could not have it in my business name without proof that it's an actual business, like, you know, GST number and all that stuff, which as of right now, it's not a large enough business to have anything like that, nor is it even considered to be a business. So of course I put it in my name. Well, now they're trying to tell me that if it's not in the name that the post office box is under, then they're trying to tell me that it's no good. Well, when I bought the post office box, the guy told me as long as it's addressed to that address, it'll get through, regardless of whose name it's addressed to. So I have no idea who to believe. It's like they just tell you what they want to hear, so they can get your, what was it, $183 or something, and then the first time you get a package which inconveniences them, you know, from having their big long, you know, 3-hour coffee breaks, then all of a sudden they pitch a hissy fit or whatever. You know, he was still standing there at the desk. It's not like he was sitting down, didn't have to make a special trip anywhere. All the packages were right there. And, well, this is the first time I've ordered a package into there, so just imagine what's going to happen, how much crap is going to fly if and when I start getting bags full of fan mail, you know. Just think how much they're going to freak out then. But, of course, got the 2 Chinese packages. Probably ain't going to film a video of them today. Have to do it when I get back. Don't really believe I bought anything that I need on this trip, so it'll, well, all be okay. Isn't it weird how fire consumes? After all that wood that I burnt in there, that's all that's, well, really left is just a little bit of ash. It's weird how fire tends to consume whatever it comes into contact with. But pretty much, guys, next time you see me, I will be, well, pretty much somewhere along the road. Well, pretty much here we are, home sweet home for a couple nights. Gotta find out where the lights are and such. Pretty much your standard, well, you know, TV. No flat screen, a little bit of a laptop desk or so. And most of the times when I stay here, it's just like 2 double or queen size beds. This time it's just 1 and, well, a little couch. Sometimes you get lucky and there's a little mini fridge in here as well. The couch is nice. I believe it actually pulls out sometimes. If you do have, you know, family or whatever over. And of course, no balcony in this building here. But if I remember correctly, this suite does view what is the old city center airport. And one thing nice this time around, the windows are allowed to be opened. And right there, pretty much as you see, the city center airport. A lot of the buildings now are gone from what used to be here, because the airport itself is no longer in use. Now got ourselves a wonderful wet day. There's actually a rain warning in effect. So of course going to get settled in here. Not 100% sure what the plans are for the evening, but probably fire up the old TV and take it from there. Okay guys, so here we go. Went out for a little bit, did some shopping, had some supper, stopped by the old dollar store, and well, drove around a bit, came on back. Really, here we are now. The rain has now stopped, so I can show a little more out this wonderful window. Would be nice if there was a balcony again, but hey, it is what it is. I'm up on like the 14th floor, and I've never been this high before. It's kind of interesting. Way back, that parkade there used to have rental vehicles in it, and other vehicles you used to see coming and going at almost all hours of the night. Now I don't 100% know what that building 21 still is used for, but I don't imagine there's much or any airplane traffic out of here at all. So there must be still offices or something in there, because there still is traffic to there. There used to be the air ambulances and stuff fly out of here, so there used to be a couple of buildings in there related to that, and every once in a while you'd hear the big plane take off, and I always wanted to get good shots with a decent camera, but there is some footage of it on the Maxwell's World channel, but it is done with a lower quality camera, so it is what it is. Never got back to doing it with a better camera. The old control tower is still standing for now. Surprised they haven't knocked it down. It's shut off. The light doesn't flash no more. And don't know if y'all can see it, but down the far south end, they already started chewing up the runway and all that, as well as the ground. So they're digging, you know, starting their projects and everything, whatever they're gonna develop the land on into. Well, as for me, of course, for the rest of the night, probably gonna watch this wonderful 90s television and, well, see where the night goes from there. won't be going too far for the rest of the evening. You know, I picked up beverages and, you know, snack food and stuff. Keeping in mind, of course, there's no microwave or fridge, but, you know, it's all good. If I was staying here for a week or something, then, you know, I'd call down to the desk and say, hey, you know, what's up? Can I get a fridge? But, you know, no worries on that one. Tomorrow, of course, I'm going to try to do a 2-day vlog. We'll see how everything works out. But tomorrow is an appointment. If I vlog in the morning, then great. If not, then it'll probably be just a 1-day vlog. You know, maybe I can melt both days together in one. But it is what it is. This appointment up here will define the direction things are going to go. Probably for the rest of the year. If they don't do surgery, then that means it'll be another course of action. Probably back into physio. I don't know if they'll send me back up here for physio or if they can do that in Lloyd, because we do have a decent facility there, but sometimes they like you to be monitored by their people when you're in their program. So if that's the case, well, you know, kind of back to square one. If they mess up the hand, then there will be recovery time as well as physio once everything is healed back up to where she needs to be. Now, unfortunately, the higher you go in this here building, the Wi-Fi gets weaker. So therefore, I may not be able to log on to the computers, but you know, it is what it is. We'll try again. In 2010, 2011, that's the way it was. And I really haven't stayed here much for days since then. Because in early 2013, I brought the computer, but I really didn't do a lot of computer then in the physio when I was first recovering with the hand. It was more rest and relaxation and other things. But pretty much, guys, going to break into my wonderful junk food and, well, watch the TV, and we'll probably see y'all when it's dark. Well, guys, good morning. Here we are. Well, day 2 of the big Edmonton road trip. Well, of course, really didn't do a closing night shot. Night kind of came and went, and before you knew it, it was morning. It was kind of weird trying to sleep here again. It's been a while since I did, and you got to get used to, you know, the bed, the noises, the elevator, stuff like that. And I guess, you know, after 3 or 4 days, I'm sure everything would be okay. Just, well, right now it's a little bit odd. Well, of course, had me a nice, wonderful, you know, shower and everything. Got things going for the morning. Pretty much all packed up and ready to go. Now looking out the window again, kind of an overcast, cloudy type of day, so probably going to end up with more rain. I guess, well, it is what it is. There's areas here in Alberta that actually woke up snow, so I know it's August and all, but at the same time, it's a little bit of a shock, right? But pretty much, guys, going to check out here and get on and hop in the old car, rip across town to an appointment or 3. Hopefully everything goes good, and well, we get some direction, if you want to say, on where things are going to go, because, well, everything pretty much hinges on what they're going to do at this appointment here. And if I get the news that I'm wanting to hear, then I can proceed. If I get the news that they are going to go the direction they want to go, then, well, we'll have to reevaluate things, and we'll go on from there, right? Well, hello YouTube, here we are, a little bit of an update. Well, of course, had the doctor's appointment, or specialist appointment. The guy I seen was a surgeon, wasn't the surgeon that did the original surgery, but he was the one that was supposed to do the bone graft that got shut down at the last minute. So, hey, got some more questions answered, which is definitely a good thing, as well as got some direction for the future. Finally got that shot they wanted to do like a month ago, but Lloydminster wouldn't do it. I don't know what their problems were. Got another appointment to come back up here in a couple of months, so we'll see what goes on then. So pretty much drove up here, stayed overnight for about a 5-minute appointment, and I guess it's all good. Well, hello YouTube, here we are. Well, made our own home. The car handled very, very well. It was the first Edmonton trip that the car has been on, as long as it's been in, well, my possession. And well, it was a good car. I'm not much for front-wheel drive little cars, but hey, that's kind of what the city is meant for nowadays. They don't really have a lot of parking spaces for larger cars or trucks. And well, this thing handled very, very well. Even on the highway with the traffic and the rain and all that, it did very, very well as well. I've never really done a video on it, and maybe I'll have to do a video on the car. I've kind of kept it out of the whole YouTube thing, mainly because, well, it wasn't really something I was interested in at the time of purchasing it, and kind of just kept it around. And now, with the Canyon being gone, the car will have to come in handy. And other than not having a built-in navigation, a built-in GPS, it does everything it needs it to do. And most of the places I have to go in the city, I've already gone already, and I pretty much know where they are. Of course, made our own home before the rain. We ran into some rain, of course, on the road. Got here kind of before it looks like it's going to start to close on in. So it'll probably rain pretty good tonight. I'm not 100% sure if it'll carry over into tomorrow or not. Haven't had a chance to fire up the computer or, do any of the social media links or anything like that. So I'll probably have to do the normal, comments and questions and concerns routine. Hopefully, well, everything gets squared away from there. All in all, of course, this last 2 days have been a good day. Hindsight, of course, way things turned out the way they did. Maybe I should have done things differently in 2013, but sometimes you try to work with the system, and it sometimes doesn't quite go the way you think it should go. It was nice to get a little bit of answers, nice to find some clarification on the immediate future. It allows a guy to take a few more steps. Given the way the economy is and the job situation is, how many jobs can a guy afford to sit out waiting for them to make up their mind on what they're going to do next, right? So this way now, with a bit of clarification, I know what direction to go. Even if it's a temporary thing or a part-time thing, just for 3-4 months to get you through the winter so you don't hibernate again, then that's all I'm really asking for, right? Well, of course, gonna go inside, probably hunt me up some food. I'll try to do another check-in or so before it gets dark. If the rain rolls in, then, well, we'll probably see all when the rain stops. We come to the end of another day. It's been a good day, a long couple of days, but hey, we got some answers that, well, I was looking for. Pretty much did our road trip to the city, stayed overnight. Did their little thing, had a 5-minute doctor's appointment, and pretty much drove on back. I guess it's the way it is. I would much rather, drive up that 9 o'clock in the morning, for the 12 o'clock doctor's appointment, and then, have a bite to eat and drive on back. I did it all winter in 40 below in a 2-wheel drive truck with highway conditions that I probably shouldn't have drove in. But I guess, they're being easy on me this time around. Maybe they changed their policies. Maybe they feel bad that I had to drive like I did last time. Or maybe they've implemented a new way of thinking where people out of town automatically get a room overnight. Well, it was nice to hear from the doctor, a proper surgeon, again to confirm that it wasn't all in my head, after being told by a couple of doctors that it was all in my head to basically suck it up. It is what it is. And in a way they're right, it is what it is. but at the same time, there is another, or still an injury there that needs to be dealt with. And well, they gave me that wonderful injection that the healthcare system here in Lloyd would not give me. It's funny how healthcare varies per city to city, even though they're the part of the same healthcare umbrella per se, the same provincial health system, where doctors in one town are next to incompetent and doctors in another city are very, very well versed at what they do. You know the saying about the guy who was found unconscious and rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead, and he was rushed to another hospital for a second opinion, and he was pronounced, alive and in stable condition. Well, that's kind of the way I feel about some of the healthcare, some of the help that I've received in the last, 3-4 years, right? But you got to keep in mind, the doctors are overstressed, overworked. They see the same type of cases day in, day out, and you think after a while they get burnout, and need replacement or need time off to recover, right? Well, pretty much we had ourselves a good old rain shower here. It came down, buckets full, and pretty much gonna soak in and make the grass all nice and green. Hopefully we get a little bit of heat, but I have a feeling that our hot days are numbered this year, and we may end up having a semi-early winter. But pretty much, guys, I'm kind of, feeling the effects of the road trip here. Gonna probably shut her down, try to recover, and around we roll. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.